Linda and Paul's Smiling Pumpkin Garden, part of the Storytime with Emma and Paige series. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage surrounded by a vast garden, lived two best friends named Linda and Paul. They shared a special bond and a great love for gardening. Their garden was a magical place where vibrant vegetables, juicy fruits, and colorful flowers danced in the sun. But among all the wonderful plants in their garden, Linda and Paul had a favorite: pumpkins. They adored watching the pumpkins sprout from tiny seeds, growing bigger and rounder each day. These pumpkins were like orange masterpieces, and the two friends cared for them with the utmost care and attention. As the seasons changed, the pumpkins changed too. When autumn arrived and the leaves began to wear their golden coats, Linda and Paul knew it was time for their pumpkins to shine. They would walk among the vines, gently thumping each pumpkin, listening for the perfect sound that indicated ripeness. With great excitement, they would lift the biggest pumpkin and carry it into their cozy kitchen. Inside the kitchen, the air would soon be filled with the sweet aroma of pumpkin pies baking in the oven. Linda and Paul loved turning their pumpkins into delicious treats. They would scoop out the pumpkin flesh, mix it with spices, and pour it into pie crusts. As the pies baked, their home filled with warmth and happiness. When the pumpkin pies were ready, Linda and Paul's faces would light up with joy. They would top each pie with a generous dollop of whipped cream, turning the ordinary pies into extraordinary delights. But their joy didn't stop there. They had a special plan that made their pumpkin pies even more magical. Setting up a sturdy table in their front yard, Linda and Paul placed a sign at the front that read, "One piece of pie costs one smile." This was their way of spreading happiness to the whole neighborhood. People would gather around the table, their eyes twinkling with anticipation. As they picked up their slices of pumpkin pie, they exchanged smiles with Linda and Paul, their hearts growing warmer with every bite. The line of people never seemed to end, and soon the whole neighborhood was enveloped in smiles. As Linda and Paul handed out the final slice of pie, they looked around at the joyful faces, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction. Their garden had not only grown pumpkins, but had also cultivated happiness and togetherness. With contented hearts, Linda and Paul glanced at each other, their eyes sparkling with a shared understanding. The joy they had brought to others filled their souls with warmth and purpose. As the sun set, Linda and Paul started dreaming about the next spring. They excitedly planned how many more pumpkins they would plant, eager to grow more smiles in their little corner of the world. And so, Linda and Paul's smiling pumpkin garden continued to bloom, not only with vibrant pumpkins, but also with the smiles of everyone who tasted their delicious creations. And as the seasons changed year after year, the love and happiness they sowed in their garden grew just as abundantly as the pumpkins themselves. The end.